What up, YouTube? What up, all the YouTubers out there? Make sure you subscribe, share, like this shit that I be talking about. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but street shit mixed with the book shit. You know what I'm saying? And this is all good info. However you like it, it's gonna come to you. Who I am Licks. So get acquainted with me. Anywho, let's talk about this motherfucking Super Bowl last night, man. Oh my God. The shit was, listen, I'm gonna be real, the shit was lit. The shit was lit. It was actually as action packed as I thought it was gonna be. It was some O in there. It was some D in there. You had your refs getting into it a little bit. You had you just felt the whole vibe of Super Bowl. Something like for some odd reason, this year's Pro Bowl and this year's Super Bowl was interesting to watch. So, with that being said, let's talk about how it all played out. Um, I'm gonna be honest. I went for KC. I went for Mahomes. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. Plus they got a few representatives of the 216 that play for them. So I was all for that. It was some on the other side too, so it wouldn't matter who won. I mean, it's not the Browns, so it doesn't matter to me who wins. I mean, I was just hoping for a good game, and which it wound up being. It was actually a great game to me, because I seen both offense and defense. You know what I'm saying? They the guys left it out there. Um, what's amazing to me is that these guys have been down every game in the playoffs. Every game in the playoffs. I've been going back into the last game of the season, to the road or whatever. Like these dudes was down and down big. Like they went down just no couple of points, like no 3 points. You know what I'm saying? These guys was down. They was being outplayed. And halftime is like something clicks on. And these guys turn into something different. Excuse me. They turn into something different, and it's like, okay. These are the first guys I've ever seen hit the switch and literally it shows. I watched this game. I watched this game in a maze, because here it is. You had big tight ends on both sides of the field. I mean, on both teams, you had big tight ends on both teams. You had big, strong arm quarterbacks on both teams. Crazy because I wasn't hip to the running backs or like that. You know what I'm saying? But so to me, both teams had mediocre running backs. Their line was holding up as much as they could against both defensive lines were actually good. So the offensive lines held up as much as they could. Um, it was a tale of two halves. Um, 49ers started out good. You know, KC came in and did their thing. And, it was back and forth, but it was like contained because it wasn't a shootout. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was expecting a shootout. It wasn't a shootout. But you know, uh, you know, the 49ers came out and was on their game like um they was on it. they had. I mean, nobody. The DBs on both sides was not giving up no room. You know what I'm saying? They was not giving up no room. Richard Sherman played excellent, but he also got burnt a couple of those plays. Like Mahomes was not scared to go to Sherman's side at all, you know. And I don't know if it's the years of Richard Sherman put in. I don't know if it's the injury, coming back from the injury, like the injury that he had, coming back from that, and inserting himself into this defense and, you know, being the same Richard Sherman. But he definitely played a high-powered game, but he missed a couple. He missed a couple, and Mahomes scorched him for it, you know. The game was, I mean, you know, I can't say a game like that is rigged. You know, I can't say that it's something like that that you will see every game. It's not something that you will see defense and offense displayed in every game. Like, these teams was like evenly matched. I honestly can say that. It was evenly matched. Like I said before, they had the mediocre running backs that I'm not hip to. I'm going to say that. I said they're mediocre because I'm not hip to them. You know what I'm saying? You had the DBs that was on point. All the DBs weren't giving up no room. But the receivers on each side, the tight ends on each side was making some hell of a grabs, and the quarterbacks on each side was making some hell of a throws. Now, when you have a game like that, it's always going to be about the turnovers. Now, the craziest thing that the turnovers was the same. It was 2 turnovers apiece, I want to say. Pat Mahomes threw his first, and they scored 10 points off of his turnovers. Garoppolo had one. I think he had one early, and he had the crucial one late. Because the crucial one cost him 7 points. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it was tell of 2 halves. Well, I'm going to say not 2 halves. I'm going to say it was a tell of quarters. Because it seemed like first quarter, both teams came out establishing what they're going to do. After Garoppolo threw his first interception, the running game started going. You know, they got their running game going and doing their thing. And it's like Pat Mahomes threw 2 picks back-to-back now. 2 drives back-to-back and give up 10 points now. Let's think about that. They scored, what was it, 17 unanswered points after Pat Mahomes them scored. It was 10-10 at the half. And then it was like, you know, the boy took off. Like, you know, they took off. So it was basically like KC in trouble. That's what my mindset was at. But they poured it out. They poured it out. I mean, they did what they were supposed to do. But here's the most interesting thing. So I hear, or I'm looking at a podcast or a channel, or you know, just right before I made that. That's kind of like the reason why I made this. I'm looking at this gentleman's, you know, page, and I'm like, yo, is everybody a conspiracy theorist now? Like, it seems like everybody has turned into the conspiracy theorist. Everybody has turned into the analyst. I'm not an analyst. I'm not a conspiracy theorist neither. I do not live by it. I can look at things and put this and that and the third together and to make it make sense. But I'm not the person that's gonna lean on that so heavily. Like that's an opinion. That's like it's like having a cardboard foundation with cement walls. That shit gonna come down pretty pretty quick. But what I heard was that the refs was cheating. I didn't see that. Like I watched the whole game. Like if you felt like the refs was cheating, you definitely weren't watching the same game I was watching. So they said he said that the first situation was when they put the offensive pass interference to get him. Now it's just like basketball. When you commit an offensive foul, when you stick your hand out, you can't extend your hand now. Blatantly. Like they really showed this in slow motion where the offensive pass interference was at. New York, where they even said it was pass interference. I've seen this on Odell Beckham plenty of times this past season. That cost us a lot of yards. Cost us games. You can't extend the arm. Especially when you can see the head going forward but the shoulders going backward. Or the arm, you know what I'm saying? He like this. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get to his head, his arm is extended. So okay. Pass interference. So I never knew that, you know, a pass interference, offensive pass interference, was a way for the officials to start cheating for another team. I've never, if it, like, come on, man. There was no cheating right there. Now, let's get to the pass and the touchdown in question. The infamous foot on the line, extended ball play. I feel like the reason they gave him that touchdown was because it was inconclusive. That was the only reason. If you look at the footage, the ball and his foot touched out at the same time. His foot land, the ball is crossing the plane at the same time. What you gonna do? You got to. You could have took it back. It still would have been a touchdown. I was never in question. Was they not going to score that drive? They was destined. I ain't gonna say destined. It was definitely going to score. That next play, they was going to score. I don't care what nobody say. So that was the only questionable play. Other than that, them refs did not step in and do anything. Even the pushing and shoving. There's a lot of that going on. It was a lot of taunting. See, listen, I be listening for shit. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes them microphones ain't cut off on the field. So you hear a fuck you or that shit wasn't shit. You hear a little shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit talking down there. The refs was like, yo, go ahead and play. It's Super Bowl. Go ahead and play. So nowhere in the world did I see the refs cheating or the refs calling bullshit plays on the 49ers for the Kansas City Chiefs. Only play that's in question is that touchdown, which is inconclusive because the ball and the foot touched down at the same time. Only reason he got it. And I don't know where the fuck you begin to wear Jordans, the Jordan 1s, the basketball Jordans, as cleats in the motherfucking NFL. Jordan has nothing to do. Not them Jordans anyway. That's straight basketball. This shit's looked funny. It looked like old ass Air Force Ones. The shit looked funny as fuck, yo. But anywho, all them fucking Jordans, the fat ass cleat Jordans, almost cost Kansas City the fucking game. Take them fucking cleats off. Shit. But other than that, great game. Nice game, KC. Y'all really played y'all heart out. Nice game to the 49ers. Y'all really came in and did y'all thing, and y'all represented the West like y'all was supposed to. But you fell a little short. I figured since they couldn't get Brady, they was going to get his protege. Somebody was going to win from that Belichick system somehow. Sorry, it didn't work. Yo, this Licks. Subscribe, share, like, comment. Tell me how you feel about shit. Whether it's my music, whether it's my journalism, whatever the fuck. Just let me know how y'all feel about my shit, man. Fuck with me. Oh, yo. 2 Odd Guys. Every Wednesday, 3 to 5. NorthCoastUnderground.com. We will soon be moving into a podcast near you. It'll be straight up podcast. But right now, you can catch us on NorthCoastUnderground.com. 2 Odd motherfucking Guys. Phoenix is Licks. Licks Phoenix. However you want to put it, it's the same outcome. Ha ha. Yo, peace.